Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening whenever you open the recording here. And back again with me, Sabtu Hadi. I would like to discuss about how to greet visitors for today's class, which cover chapter 5. And today we are going to cover, first of all, how to greet visitors in here, because as we all know that when you greet visitors, usually coming from different countries, you cannot treat the same way as you do to your Indonesian partner in this case. So first of all, the common or the official way to greet visitor, first you have to initiate warm personal greeting. Yeah, focus your attention to the visitors. You can say, "Good morning, sir. May I help you?" Or probably, "Hey, Jim. How are you today?" That depends on how close you are with the person you are talking to. Second, confirm the reasons for their visit or for their coming to the meeting. Probably you would like to introduce to the other members of in the meeting that why the person that you invite come to the meeting, and so it is nice for the other person to get to know why they are here. And then you answer the question probably that the other members of the meeting here ask you. Repeat their name. By repeating their names, they will feel honored to be known by their name. Okay, then explains the next step after that, the agenda for today's meeting, something like that. Yeah? Secondly, in here we are going to talk about modal verbs. In here we use the modal verbs can, could, would to offer to do things for people or to invite them to do something. We also use them to make requests or ask permission to do something. Saya rubah bahasa Indonesia sedikit. Probably kalau kita mengenal modal verbs, then you can ask by start asking, "May I ask a question?" Probably, "Could I have some tea, please? Would you like some help?" Things like that is how to open a conversation with foreign visitors. Okay. Next here, we use "would you mind" to ask for something in a polite way. Yeah. Remember, if we use "would you mind," then the verb has to be added with "ing" in this case. Ya. Jadi contohnya sini, you can use "would you mind" or "do you mind." It hampir sama ya kedua itu. In here, for example, "Do you mind turning down the volume little please?" Nggak ada salahnya selalu kita menambahkan kata please di belakang. Itu akan mencairkan hubungan kita dengan person lain. Mungkin di luar topik ini, kalau kita berbicara masalah internasional, pergaulan internasional, kita bisa mengacu, mungkin ini di luar dari topik ini, tetapi ada namanya Hofstede teori ya. Saya nggak akan menjelaskan lebih jauh mengenai Hofstede teori, di mana tiap orang berbeda-beda ya. Berbicara sama orang Amerika, berbicara sama orang Rusia ya, itu tentunya mempunyai karakteristik yang berbeda-beda. If you talk to Russian, probably they just, they're very cold. They don't smile usually. Yeah, but if you talk to Americans, they usually, as long as they get the objective done, they can smile. Russian is different way to treat them. Oke, itu kira-kira kenapa penting kita harus mengetahui latar belakang mereka. Kalian bisa search di Google. Berdasarkan pengalaman saya sebagai international sales, itu sangat berpengaruh pada saat kita bergaul dengan international community. Oke, next is in here. I would like to give you some example. For example, ya, if you want to use if in the middle of would you mind, for example, would you mind if, then use the verb after that using the second form, ya. Contohnya, would you mind if I sat here? It's not if I sit here, but if I sat here, ya. Do you mind if I closed the window, ya. Yaitu kira-kira begitu kalau kita memakai kata would, ya, di sini. Kemudian mungkin jawabannya no, not at all. Nah, kalau dibilang yes, I do mind, berarti dia keberatan, ya. Ini yang suka kadang-kadang suka kebalik-balik, ya. Do you mind if I sit here? Kalau do pakai verb 1, tapi kalau would you mind if I sat here, verb 2 di sini. Jawabannya ya mungkin I don't mind atau I wouldn't mind, ya, tergantung dari kata pembukaannya di sini. Lanjut. Common English greeting in here, responses. Biasanya casual, ya. Casual one, they use it hey, yo. Yo is for millennials, ya. Yo. Jangan kita pakai dalam formal English. Hello, what's up? Things like that can be used, ya. If you are very close to the person that you are talking to, probably no problem. You can use that one, ya. But if you just meet that person personally, then don't use that casual greetings. Okay? Yang umum dipakai how are you, ya. Or American usually say how you doing. How you doing, sir? Itu kadang-kadang kalau kita keluar kelas, kita berpapasan dengan orang, mereka bisa bilang how was it going? How are you doing? Tidak perlu kita selalu formal, ya. How's it going? Was good, ya. How have you been doing? Itu ada lagi. How you been doing? Biasanya mereka tidak menjelaskan secara secara jelas. Jadi mereka singkat aja, potong di have-nya, tapi di situ ada have-nya, ya. How you been doing? Ya, I've been doing good. Biasanya how are you juga good. Kalau yang formal I'm fine. Tapi sekarang saya perhatikan orang banyak mengatakan I'm good. Saya nggak tahu kenapa, tapi sekarang trennya ke arah sana. Mungkin kalau sudah lama tidak ketemu, kita bisa say hello dengan mengatakan I haven't seen you for so long. Atau lagi long time no see. Oh, ada lagi it's been a while. Ya, kira-kira itulah common English greeting yang kalian nanti akan pelajari pada modul yang ada di modul sana, dan tolong dikerjakan untuk bab 5 mengenai ada forum discussion di situ, dan juga ada tugas-tugas yang perlu dikerjakan, ya. Forum discussion, tolong masuk ke forum discussion dan dikerjakan. Terima kasih. I'll see you next time. Bye.